shooting, we picked the most difficult set ever. Smoke, mirrors in every direction. Love it. Welcome to Twilight.
You're listening to Another Bite of Twilight, a podcast where we look back on our obsession with the Twilight Saga and continue to freak out 10 years later.
Hi guys!
Welcome back to Another Bite of Twilight, your one and only Twilight podcast.
Hopefully.
Yeah. If you're listening to another one, you've betrayed us. And we're taking it personally.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Kelly. And we're so pumped for our 5th episode. Whoa!
Thank you for clicking on the link. Thank you for checking us out.
Subscribing. Listening. Charlie. In my family, I've been wanting to talk about this on the podcast. In my family, there's an inside joke where if you're trying to make a list of things to prove a point and you don't have enough things to prove your point, we always go, Charlie. Because in New Moon, Jacob says to Bella,
put the clip in here.
You've been lying to everyone. Charlie.
you lied to everyone, Charlie. And that's all he says.
That's all he says.
He says everyone, but then he only lists one person.
But you can't lie to me.
Yeah. And my dad says it all the time. We always say it to my mom because she'll be like, oh, like, you guys never clean up. Like, you left out the towels. and then there's no other thing. So then we're like, Charlie. And then she gets upset because she thinks we team up.
Because there is no one else that she could lie to.
I know. Like, was she really lying to, like, Angela?
Yeah. Like, oh.
No. She's just withholding information. Totally different. So.
What was she lying about to Charlie?
Just that the Coens were vampires.
That's withholding as well.
Yeah.
She's not saying.
Not really lying.
Yeah.
When did she lie? I guess
she lies to Laurent.
When did she lie to Laurent?
When she said he comes back to kill her.
I talk to him all the time. Yeah.
I talk to him all the time. Probably know you're here.
Okay, this leads into another thing I wanted to talk about. That the other day I went on a little hike by myself in the woods. I didn't even intend for it. I was planning to go to this lake. I don't know why. I just wanted to go to a lake, and to get to it, you had to go on this trail. And I was like, oh, whatever, it's just a little trail. Turned out to be a really long trail in the woods, and I was like the only human in the woods, and I was a little scared.
Yeah. And
this is gonna sound really cheesy, but I was channeling my inner Bella Swan. I was telling myself, like, Bella went in the woods by herself many times. Like, you can do it. You can do it. Like, there isn't going to be a vampire in the woods. I don't know how she did that, actually, because now that I've done that, I'm like, that was really scary, being in the woods by myself. And there aren't even vampires out there. Like, how did she do that?
Yeah. I'd be more scared of
wolves. That's scary, too.
Yeah.
Even though she knows them.
She didn't know that she knew them.
That's true. I was also thinking about Cheryl Strayed. More realistic role model. Yeah, I was like, Cheryl Strayed hiked the Pacific Crest Trail by herself. You can go on a hike.
You do things that I would never do.
Like what?
Like, I remember my sophomore year.
Mm-hmm. So my junior year.
In college. You were visiting me. We both went to school in Boston.
Yeah.
And walking wise, I think it was like a half-hour walk. Like, it was like 2 a.m. And I was like, are you going to Uber home? And you said, no, I think I'm just going to walk.
Was it really 2 a.m.?
Yes, it was so late.
Oh my gosh. I hope my parents aren't listening to this.
You ended up Ubering.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh. That's not cool then. But I did do stuff like
But it was
that.
because I told you to Uber.
Honestly, I feel more comfortable walking instead of Ubering. I don't know why. I feel nervous being
scare you?
It doesn't scare me, but I just feel uncomfortable being with the driver. And, like, I don't know. I'd rather just walk.
Yeah.
Especially in the city, I felt like if anything happened, I could just scream and probably someone
Oh,
nearby.
cities aren't scary at all.
Yeah. I know. Walking in like
The middle of nowhere, I would
where it's
never.
like dark.
Yeah.
That's really scary. I probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm scared of the dark.
I'm not really.
It scares me a little bit. Like whenever I leave if I'm like in the suburbs or
Mhm.
something and I leave their house and I'm going to my car, so scared.
I'm scared of the quiet.
I'm scared of the quiet.
I'm scared of the dark equivalent in sound.
The absence of
Noise.
What?
Cut that out.
At least you can't hear someone approaching you to kill you.
Well, we put headphones in, then it's. Who knows?
Anyway, so I've had. Oh, yeah, and today we just ate fish and chips.
Mm-hmm.
Reminded us of.
Harry Clearwater's homemade fish fry.
The bag was even a little greasy.
A little greasy.
Perfect. So, forks.
So, we went to the re-release.
Yes.
As we were telling you guys.
In our last episode, that was so funny actually when we were like, shoot, we gotta go.
Yeah. Super authentic.
I decided to keep that in.
I liked it. I liked that choice that you made.
So yeah, we went to the 10-year showing. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago at this point? Like a week and a half ago.
A week and a half ago.
And what an experience that was.
Yes.
Well, we got a free poster. That's
we
pretty
did.
cool.
That was cool.
I pinned mine up actually.
I saw. I'm gonna pin mine
It's really
up.
pretty though. It's like a watercolor painting.
I'll just say it. I think it was a disappointment.
How would you grade the anniversary showing?
Not well.
A+ to F.
D.
D. Oh my God, Mel.
I don't know, because I was expecting so many.
They promised unseen footage.
Yeah, they
It
promised.
was new.
It was.
Like, that doesn't count.
Yeah, we had seen it. Actually, we saw it in preparation of our last episode.
Yeah, we saw it on Tumblr.
Yeah. And we were like, how did we already see this?
I just saw it on Tumblr. It was like the video of Jackson Rathbone and
Catherine
Catherine
Hardwicke.
They visit Forks and stuff.
They go on a
and-
little tour of all the spots in Twilight. Very boring. I wanted to see stuff that was from the actual like filming of the movie.
I mean, I enjoyed it. Like, I did learn some things, but I thought there was going to be more. Like, I thought that was going to be the first part.
Yeah.
Then I thought we were going to have some kind of like deleted scenes. You know what's crazy? I was researching just stuff about Twilight in general, and Catherine Hardwicke said that they shot a scene from Midnight Sun that wasn't in.
What scene?
She didn't say. They said, and the article, it was an old one. It said that it would be on the DVD. Never was.
It never was.
There's nothing from Midnight Sun. Like, can you think? Like, do you remember what the
Isn't
deleted
everything
scenes
in
are?
Midnight Sun from Twilight?
No, but you know how there's scenes that are like Edward
Yeah.
doing.
Oh, there's
other
nothing.
things?
No.
Yeah. Why didn't we get that?
Yeah.
Like, it's in paper somewhere. She said that
I don't.
they shot a scene and we've never seen it.
I don't get why they probably have so much stuff like on footage that fans haven't seen. Like,
They must have so much, even like bloopers or something.
yeah,
Please.
I would see. I would genuinely watch all of the raw cut.
I would
like,
watch 24 hours.
I would watch
Twilight
a
footage.
year worth of just them shooting
I would
it.
just, yeah. I would watch anything.
I would
Just give me
pay.
something.
I would pay money to see the audition tapes.
Me too.
I would pay maybe $60.
Did we ever get like Breaking Dawn deleted scenes? This is random. But
I
feel
don't
like we
know.
didn't. I always wanted to see like extended sex scenes.
Yeah,
Just
'cause
perverted of me, but
they really cut those apparently.
yeah, they're really short. But give that to us.
Yeah.
Come on.
I would.
We have a freaking podcast about this.
I was disappointed. I'll say though that made me attracted to Jackson Rathbone.
Oh.
Did you
He
get?
was funny.
He was funny. Remember when they went into the little
Oh my gosh, the rocks
And
like,
the
in
meadow scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He was funny.
he was reenacting it with her.
Mm-hmm.
And the part when they say, like, so the lion fell in love with the lamb.
Yeah.
And then she walked away, and he's like, I'm just going to stay here for a moment.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Yeah, he was funny. Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. Because we didn't see a lot of him
Mm-hmm.
in the movies.
I know, it's kind of funny. He's a side character, and he's so into it.
There are some really hardcore Jackson
Really?
Rathbone fans.
Shout out.
I actually saw on Instagram some of our followers, some are like Peter Fasinelli fan. Like, there's
Really?
fans for everything and everyone.
That's true. I liked watching that behind the scenes stuff, but it wasn't enough. I thought we were going to get to
I was
kind of
really, yeah.
deleted scene.
I had to pee so badly during that. I was like, it was not worth it.
And seeing the movie on the big screen was awesome. I actually felt like, even though I've seen Twilight like a million times now, watching it on the big screen again was a different experience because I couldn't be like distracted or anything. Like,
Oh, I was
couldn't look at my
completely distracted.
well, we'll get into that in a second. But like, I felt like I actually was. I thought I wouldn't notice things that I hadn't before, but I was kind of, just because like I couldn't talk to you or like I couldn't look at my phone or whatever. Whereas usually I watch it on like my laptop or something, and like that's not as immersive. And so it was cool to see the movie, and it's cool we got a free poster.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into the shitty aspects of our viewing, besides the letdown of the special footage.
Yes. The part that ruined it was there were some, would you use the word, like
Hecklers, yes.
Yeah. There were some hecklers in the audience who I think were seeing it ironically.
They were so annoying. They laughed at, we're not even exaggerating, okay?
Everything.
We wouldn't lie to you guys. There were these 3 girls behind us, 2 in front of us, laughing at
Everything.
every single, not
Except-
even not the parts that were funny.
Yeah.
Laughing at parts that are not supposed to be funny, like parts where they say they love each other and stuff. They're like,
Yeah. The whole time.
The weird thing is, I turned around and looked at their faces, which were illuminated by the screen, so I could see their faces, and they were smiling like ear to ear in a weird way, where it almost seemed like they did like it, but they were like laughing at everything. They also had posters, which I was like, what?
Oh, they did?
Why would you pick up a poster if you hate
The girls
it?
behind us had
Yes.
posters.
It's the weirdest thing. Like, they seemed like haters, but then also I don't get why you would pick up the free poster if you hated it.
The parts
I
that
don't
they
know.
were especially laughing at are the parts that I think are parodied a lot, like the,
Oh yeah.
how old are you? 17.
Yeah, they laughed at that.
Laughed at that.
When he runs up the mountain.
When he runs up the mountain.
Oh, the girl in front of us clapped during that part, which, you know, that's bad.
Yeah.
Slow clapped during it.
When he reveals himself and he's
Yeah.
sparkling, they like could not contain themselves during that.
It was ruining it.
Yeah.
It was so obnoxious. Guys, we can't even emphasize enough. They laughed the whole entire movie. There was not even a minute between their laughter.
There
like,
was
the
one part
entire time.
They laughed when she meets the Cullens for the first time, and Alice, like, she just says, see you later, or something at the end of that scene, and they were cracking up. It, like, didn't make any sense. Like, there's nothing even if
doesn't
you're
make
making
sense.
fun of it, like, that's not
I
even
know.
funny.
Maybe they were on drugs. I don't know what
hope
was wrong with them. I don't know what was wrong with them, but we hated them and
I pictured-
kept staring at them.
Oh, I said shut up a few times, but I don't know if they heard me.
I hope they did. It really ruined the experience. I hate rude people at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, don't look at your phone. Don't be, like, talking really loudly. I know that seems, like, grumpy of me, but it's just super
you're
rude, and it takes you
paying-
out of the experience.
You're paying money to see it.
Yeah.
If they went to see it ironically, it's like, okay, cool. You just like paid however much to see this movie, and
I know.
just like watch it. It's on Netflix right now. Just watch it with your friends, like if you want to make fun of it.
Is it on Netflix right now? Because I keep searching and I can't find it.
I don't know.
I don't even know why, because I have them on DVD, but maybe now it is. I think it was November, right?
Yeah.
I kept searching in October, so.
There was a girl there who had a poster in the very beginning, and she looked like maybe she was 14, 15. She was there with her dad, which I actually saw some of them with my dad, like, for the second time or whatever. And we asked her, like, where she got the poster.
Yeah.
And it made me really happy to see her because it looked like she was, you know, experiencing it at the same age that we experienced it at.
That's cute.
Yeah. But I felt so bad for her because this was maybe her first time seeing it in the theaters, and these people were just making fun of it.
Laughing at the entire thing. I was so angry at them. I wanted to bitch them out so bad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I tried to kind of throw popcorn. It was two groups of people. It was girls sitting behind us, and then
the girls in front of us weren't as bad, but they still were
annoying.
Laughing at it. Yeah. One cool person in the audience, though, was this guy. Was he by himself, or did he have a friend?
I think he might have had a friend.
Yeah, it seemed like he was by himself at first, but I think
yeah,
he had long hair. He was kind of like Jacob.
Kind of cute.
He seemed hip. And after the show, he walked up to us and said, "Excuse me, where did you get the Twilight poster?"
Yeah.
And I told them, and he was like, "Yes, thank you." And like ran to get the Twilight poster. And before that, I actually saw him across the lobby, and I heard him say when he saw us, he said, "Oh, Twilight posters." Like, I'm not even joking. Like, he wanted a Twilight poster. And
should have gotten
those
his
two
number.
guys went, "That's so attractive."
Yeah. If anyone wants to win me over, all they have to do is be into Twilight.
Long-haired guy who went to the Lowe's Theater
in Boston.
Contact us if you're listening.
I hope so.
Girls who are annoying at the Boston Lowe's Theater,
fuck you.
Don't contact us unless you want to fight. Girl, with your dad, we love you.
One of them, we were in the bathroom after the movie, and one of them walked in.
Yep.
And I saw her. Kelly was like still in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at the sink, and the girl was in the stall, and I'm so petty. I said, those girls were so annoying in the movie. Just talking the whole time or laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
So rude.
And we were like, oh,
why do people do that?
Ruined it.
Yeah.
We were just making sure she heard. Hopefully she was self-aware enough to know we were talking about her. Could have gone over her head and she thought, different movie or something.
It's funny because we had our Team Edward shirts on, so I kept picturing, what if I go up there and like fight them? They're making fun of it, and here I am with my Team Edward shirt. Yo, guys, knock it off!
I didn't even think of that. Oh my god. Wait, wasn't it disappointing though that like I thought that it was gonna be hysteria? I thought there was gonna be a huge cardboard
there was
cutout.
like nobody there. Oh yeah, we were looking for a poster. I thought we were gonna like take a picture in front of the. No, there was nothing.
It seemed like last minute put together, honestly.
I agree. I didn't see any like commercials for it.
Weird. Maybe the 20th reunion will be better.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do a 15th. Who knows?
Well, maybe they'll do a 10-year New Moon anniversary.
They do one for everyone. Okay, this is random. It doesn't really fit in the conversation, but did you know Eclipse came out in theaters 7 months after New Moon?
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then I remember there was like a solid year without a movie.
It's way too fast.
When you're listening to podcasts, do you ever realize, like, shit, I didn't pay attention to the last 2 minutes of what they said, and you have to, like, go back?
Yes.
It happens all the time.
I hope that doesn't happen with us. Probably, because we're just talking about Twilight.
Yeah.
You can just tune us out.
I think this is a podcast you can come in and out of consciousness.
Yeah. We're just here to, like, entertain you. Like, if you want company while you're cooking dinner and you don't have anyone over, you can just put us on.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. Or guy.
Let us feel your loneliness.
If you're alone, so are we. So
I hope you can fall asleep to us.
Oh yeah, some people listen to
Yeah.
talking asleep.
Yeah.
I hope that we can be that kind of podcast for you.
Yeah. So we hope and dream.
Okay, we haven't even said it yet. Today's podcast has a topic.
We are going to... Today we're going to talk about, in the spirit of just seeing the movie,
Yes.
again, we're going to talk about the casting of
yeah.
our three main characters.
And then we'll get into the other characters.
Yeah. I think that could be a separate episode, though.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So,
We have not discussed, we have to purposely not discuss Twilight with each other because then we say everything that we were thinking.
we have to cut each other off. Like earlier
Yes.
I tried to talk about Twilight and I was like, save it.
Save it.
Can't talk about it. Because sometimes we have good ideas off the podcast and then we don't say them on the podcast.
Because we've already discussed them.
Yeah, and then it's not on your mind anymore. So, yeah. Well, Bella Swan.
What did you... Here, I'll start.
Okay.
What did you think when you found out that Kristen Stewart was cast?
Well, I thought she was pretty, and I thought that she looked like fair enough looks-wise. I thought she looked
The part, yeah.
the part. But I was in middle school, and I was pretty immature, and I don't know. I had never done anything bad, and like I still thought that drugs and drinking and everything was bad, and I judged Kristen Stewart back then. I was like, she smoked weed. She's a bum. She has a deep voice. Like, at first I was not happy.
Yeah,
to be
I felt the
honest.
same way.
I really wanted...
I was 12.
This would probably... No offense, Alexis Bledel, but I wanted Alexis Bledel to be Bella.
Yeah.
With brown contacts, obviously. But because I liked her back then, and I thought she would be good because she's always played, like, a shy person. I was like, oh, Bella's shy, so that's convenient. Like, I thought she basically was already Bella, so I thought she would be good. But I'm happy with Kristen Stewart now.
Me too. I think she was a great choice.
I know a lot of people at first weren't that happy. It's interesting because Stephenie Meyer has been... In the past, she was vocal about who she wanted to play the characters.
Yeah.
And I know that she wanted Emily Browning to play Bella Swan.
Yeah. I don't know who that
her?
is. No.
She was in Series of Unfortunate Events. She played Violet. Did you see that movie?
No.
And Sucker Punch.
No.
And God Help the Girl, Sleeping Beauty. Those are recent movies. She has plump lips. She's pale. She has brown hair. I find it a little weird that Stephenie Meyer chose her. I mean, she's so random. No offense. Hope this girl is not listening. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings here, but, like, she's kind of random. It's not like... I don't know, when you write a book and you think of your dream cast...
Oh, I've never heard of this girl.
Yeah, that's who she wanted Emily Browning to play.
I can see it.
Bella.
I can see it.
I wonder what that would have been like.
See, what's interesting, I didn't picture anybody for the role of Bella because I thought of her as myself. So there was no one that I could have...
I pictured somebody with more auburn hair, like a little bit redder, dark
I
red,
think I
brown,
did too.
And actually drew a picture of who I pictured back then. I won't show you because it's bad, but I drew a picture of how I pictured her and how I pictured Edward. And I honestly think more or less they look similar.
I pictured
Not spot
Edward
on, but...
as Zac Efron.
What?
Because they describe him as the most beautiful boy in the world, and at the time, at 12 years old, my frame of reference for that was Zac Efron. I didn't
picture an actor or anything. I pictured basically actually very similar to Robert Pattinson, but he had like red hair. And
I feel like every character was described as having kind of reddish hair.
Well, Bella and Edward were described that way.
Yeah.
Well, she was described as having brown hair with hints of red. He was described as having Not even
hair.
full on red hair, but having, again, like reddish.
Yeah.
I don't know what was up with that. Sometimes it bothers me in Twilight. I'm rereading it right now. It bothers me that Bella is so pale.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the point of that? Wouldn't it have been cooler if she was a little bit tanner or at least peachier and then turned into a vampire and now she has, like, white skin?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Like, it's not that cool that she was already almost, what's the word? Edward says
Albino.
this. Translucent, he
Yeah.
says, which is weird.
It would have been cool, especially in the movie, visually, to see a noticeable difference. Because to be honest, I feel like she doesn't look that different as a
her
vampire.
skin color doesn't change
No.
at all. And
If anything, I think she looks tanner.
Yeah.
Because I know that they're filming it in Louisiana.
Yeah.
So it seemed like Kristen Stewart kind of had a tan for that movie.
Gosh. Yeah, I don't understand why Bella had to be wicked pale. She's dating a vampire. Sometimes I feel like the vampires aren't vampire enough, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they just have this quirk. Like, oh, we want to drink human blood, but we don't.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh, this is
this
kind
is
of
getting off topic, but
kind of what I was starting to talk about in our last episode is what makes the first Twilight so great is there's this tension, you know, especially when they're about to kiss. It's like he could kill her at any moment. Like he has that urge to. That seems like it completely goes away.
I know. He just says it doesn't bother him anymore.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't know.
Like, she of all people was supposed to smell like insanely good.
Somebody was saying this on Tumblr recently that they felt like in New Moon, it should have been Edward that
Tried
to drink her blood. Yeah, when she got the paper cut.
No, I don't think that would have fared well.
It definitely would not have fared well, but you'd think that because she smelled so amazing to him, something would have slipped up at once.
Yeah,
and then
it never really does.
And then he would hate himself. And But you're right. Critics would be like, "Oh my God, he tried to kill her."
He should have just
eye roll.
just drank her period blood.
I was thinking about that recently.
Should've-
Sorry, there's like a fruit fly in here. I was thinking about Stephanie's excuse for the period blood. She says is like something that doesn't come like right from the heart or something like that, like not oxygenated. No, but I was thinking like, you know, people eat meat, but that doesn't mean you want to eat all the meat. Like some of it is gross to you. You know what I mean? Like, just because you eat meat doesn't mean you want to eat.
I wish that the
all of
period
it.
blood wasn't gross, though.
I know.
Because what is that saying about periods?
They're filthy. I wish, this is for another episode kind of, but I wish that they could drink blood from humans in a casual kind of way.
Yeah.
It's always like, if I drink from you, you're going to die. Like, why can't they just, like, have a little sample?
Yeah.
It'd be kind of hot. Yeah. Like, he could drink Bella's blood as,
he
like, a hookup.
He could have ate her out.
Yeah.
It would have been perfect.
So it would be hot. Or even, like, drink from her a little bit while they're, like, hooking up. Wouldn't that be cool?
I think that's too risky, maybe.
It's too risky in this world, in this version, but I've read other vampire books where they do that. I don't know. Totally off topic.
Back on topic.
What do I have else about Bella?
Well, other people who auditioned for Bella or were considered. This might not be coming from reliable sources whatsoever. This is just what I read on different websites. Jennifer Lawrence.
I read that too.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I
wouldn't like that.
No, I don't think I would like it.
I was thinking about, Jennifer Lawrence as Bella. I feel like Jennifer Lawrence would bring a much more, like, literal performance of Bella. And it made me think I actually appreciate Kristen Stewart's portrayal of Bella. Like, she brought something interesting to the character, like a little bit of an angsty, like, sarcastic bit, which Bella is sarcastic in the books. She always says things, like, ironically and whatever. You know what I mean? I almost feel like
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence is a great actress in my opinion, but I think that I don't know how to describe it. She would be
I don't know.
just like what's on the page.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I definitely see that. I also think Bella is such a outsider among her peers, and I don't know if I would have seen that with Jennifer. I think there's something.
She probably would have played up like the clumsiness a bit. Like I don't know. Jennifer Lawrence does that. Like, oh, I'm so weird. you know?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Tough, hard telling, not knowing, but
It'd be kind of cool to see it.
another one, Michelle Trachtenberg.
The same things written down. I wouldn't like that.
I wouldn't
at
like
all.
it.
Her voice is so annoying. That'd kill me. Sarah Paxton.
Those two would have made it way too Disney Channel
Yeah.
for me.
Way too Disney Channel.
I actually cannot stand Sarah Paxton. I will never forgive her for
Replacing Marnie.
In Halloween Town. Just sorry.
What else is she in? Aquamarine.
Aquamarine.
We don't know if she's a good actress. I mean, we just don't know that. So
tried really hard to have her big break, and she never had it. She played a lot of.
She's really pretty.
Yeah.
She should have played Rosalie.
Yeah. Maybe.
No offense, Nikki Reed.
I don't know. I don't like her at all.
She has that like icy, bitchy, perfect look that Rosalie is. I also read on IMDb that Lily Collins was
I read that as well.
That would piss me off. I
Yeah.
don't really like Lily Collins. I don't know why.
I feel like she was too young at the time, right?
Probably. She's too perfect.
Yeah.
I also read, this is the weirdest thing, that Frances Bean Cobain turned down an offer to audition. Who even asked her to audition? Like, why?
I don't know who that is.
Kurt Cobain's daughter? I didn't even know she was an actress. I guess she is.
Yeah, who asked her? That's weird.
Probably Catherine Hardwicke because she wanted it to be edgy or
Yeah.
something. Why would she be in it? And she was like, yeah, I turned it down. I didn't want to do it. It's like, we didn't want you to anyway.
You know why I think Kristen was kind of perfect as well?
Why?
Because, I mean, as a 12-year-old at the time, I knew who Sarah Paxton was. I knew who Michelle Trachtenberg was. So I had a framework of Disney Channel. I don't know. Kristen Stewart, I remembered her from being in Zathura and Catch That Kid, but she was not someone I could name. Like, she didn't fit into any idea that I had.
I think that's good too for launching a big movie like that. Like, you don't want to have somebody that you already have an opinion of, you know, to play such a special role.
Yeah.
Like, of what character? I don't know.
Kristen actually got a lot of criticism for her acting, but before Twilight, she had a lot of great reviews.
Yeah.
She was most well known for starring in, I think her big break was
Into the Wild.
Yeah, but I was going to say Panic Room with Jodie Foster when she was like 12. And then Into the Wild is actually the movie that got attention from Catherine Hardwicke and
Robert Pattinson.
And Robert Pattinson, who has said that seeing that movie is the whole reason that he did Twilight in the first place.
Wow. Yeah, I would not have liked any of those other actresses for Kristen Stewart. I mean, it's easy to say now because we've seen it and we like it and we like Kristen Stewart. But I don't know. I feel like she made it interesting.
Yeah.
You know? People criticize it enough that Bella doesn't really have a personality, and I feel like if we had an actress who didn't really have a personality, no offense to actresses we've talked about, but some of them I just feel like don't have much of a, you know, thing that they bring to their movies. I think Kristen's a great actress. I know, I hate that people criticized her. I don't really know why.
People criticized her, to quote from Wikipedia, as being wooden and lacking variety in her facial expressions, which they described as blank.
Weird.
Somewhat accurate, but I think that's the character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is something about Kristen Stewart to me. I think she's a good actor, but she seems... There's a similar thread in all of her characters.
Yeah.
Like, I remember saying to you one time, I think if Kristen Stewart was in, like, a cheesy romantic comedy, that would actually show how good of an actor she is, because she's...
Yeah.
Even in the comedies she's been in, there's always something dark about her.
Yeah, a little angsty.
Yeah.
A little bit thrown together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of messy.
Yeah, could she play like a peppy Regina George type of person?
But you know
I
what
don't know.
I think is cool about Kristen Stewart is I
What?
think that she would never think that any character like that is realistic, because there's something dark and angsty maybe about everybody.
Yeah. I think I told you this, but I saw the movie Cafe Society with her in it, and I actually felt like in that movie she was kind of different from her other characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I should see it.
She was, I don't know, like a little more cheerful and naive, and was excited to be in Hollywood and like see celebrities' homes and stuff, and like I don't know, it just didn't seem like a typical case do.
Yeah.
And her hair was also not like messy or anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't?
Mm-mm.
I should
Like
see
it
it.
took place in the 20s, I think.
I think this was in Zathura.
No,
She
later
was
maybe.
kind of different.
In Zathura.
His older sister, annoyed by her brothers.
I would like to see her in a period drama. I would like to see her in like a corset type of dress. And
Oh.
not talking about Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
No, I mean like a Keira Knightley type of movie. That would be cool. Oh, actually, she's in. This isn't really the same thing, but she's in that Lizzie Borden movie. It's either just came out or is coming out soon. It's interesting. France loves Kristen Stewart.
Oh, she won the French Oscar.
Mhm.
She's also
The
won the
César.
English Oscar, the BAFTA.
Mm-hmm.
But I think fans voted for that.
Do fans vote for BAFTA?
I think just that one category.
Oh. Yeah. That was actually a big thing, though, because, like, they don't usually give the César
Mhm.
to
Americans.
so...
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I actually didn't see that movie, Personal Shopper.
I didn't see it either.
We gotta see these movies.
I used to see, like, when they were in a movie, I would watch it. Well,
Me
mostly
too.
just Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. I
I
saw Kristen Stewart's too, though.
don't know. I didn't see The Runaways.
I saw that. She was good in that. You know what I want to watch again is In the Land of Women. She's in that.
Oh, yeah.
I
That
saw
was
that a long time ago, but I want to watch that again.
before Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
Adventureland.
I love Adventureland.
Adventureland actually is the movie that she was working on when she auditioned for Twilight, and Catherine
Mhm.
Hardwicke came to Pittsburgh and met her
Wow.
and convinced her to be in it. I don't know if she really auditioned.
I always think about the part in Adventureland. What does she say?
You think I'm like some like fucking pathetic idiot or something?
You're not a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot.
Something
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I always think about that part. I don't know why.
When she's having an affair with Ryan Reynolds.
Mhm.
Weird.
Weird. I forgot that. It's weird to think about Kristen Stewart and Ryan Reynolds like interacting.
Yeah. Two different universes.
And Blake Lively was in Cafe Society with her,
Oh.
so they must know each other. Isn't that weird to think about?
I feel like they all celebrities know each
I
other.
know. Weird.
Kristen Stewart, I think, loved Twilight a lot.
Mhm.
When you just would watch interviews with her, she was so passionate about it, and I think she got that, like, people were critical, but
Yeah.
she really put so much of herself into it.
That makes me think I read a fake quote from Jennifer Lawrence the other day. Because I was researching this Jennifer Lawrence Bella thing, because I wasn't really sure if I believed it. And I read this thing. Jennifer Lawrence said that she loved Twilight and, like, wasn't ashamed and, like, that she thought it was too bad that Kristen Stewart didn't love it and like hadn't read it. That's not true.
No, not true at all.
Kristen definitely read it.
I don't really buy that Jennifer Lawrence was in talks because no one really knew who Jennifer Lawrence was back then.
She was in
Winter's Bone.
Yeah. And she was in a movie I own called like Crazy. She did get like, didn't she get nominated for Winter's Bone though? Like
Yeah. But when was that? It was the
Look it
same
up.
year as Black Swan.
I can't remember. Oh, I feel like Black Swan was like 2011 or something,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
I would say 2010. But who knows? Maybe if she was Bella, we would
Love
say
her.
that about Kristen.
I actually thought I wanted Kristen Stewart to play Katniss Everdeen,
No way.
which I knew that would never happen because
Yeah.
like who's gonna do
Oh my
two
god. She would be
young
so
adult?
rich.
But wouldn't she have been good?
I could see it.
Like I could pick. I don't know. I just
Oh, I
feel
could-
like
I
they
could
needed
really
a
picture
tough
it.
girl. Like she would be great as Katniss.
I think Jennifer Lawrence did a good job in
No, she
Hunger
did.
Games.
She did great. But I also just thought Kristen would be good.
So once Kristen was cast, the big thing was finding Edward,
Mm-hmm.
and thousands of people auditioned. Actually,
I read 5,000.
I read that too. 5,000. That's insane.
That's crazy.
And
Honored just to audition. I read that Mike Newton.
yes,
Michael Welch.
Michael Welch.
Who played Mike Newton. Auditioned for Edward Cullen.
Who advised
Sorry,
that?
Mike. I read that he auditioned for like every role.
Yeah. Oh, that's so
He
sweet.
tried out for everything.
We gotta get him on the show.
He wanted to be in it.
Oh my god, we could totally get him. I saw that his Instagrams only have like 30 comments or so.
Wow. Mike, you're the perfect Mike. And
Perfect Mike.
It's funny that his name is Michael and you played Mike Newton. I read that Stephanie Meyer's dream Edward was Henry
Cavill, who was 24, so he was too old.
Yeah.
And that's
And he was
Stephanie-
in Superman
Yeah.
and The Tudors. I actually am really, really, really surprised that that's who she wanted to play Edward because I always pictured Edward as like kind of thin. I mean, they describe him as having muscles, but
Mhm.
like I pictured him like tall, thin, fast. Henry Cavill is like really chiseled and like
Mhm.
I don't know, typical like superhero type of guy, and also doesn't have reddish hair. And I'm just surprised that that's who she pictured. Like he could play like a politician or something. Like
Yeah.
I don't get why that's who she wanted.
She had
You know
really
what I mean?
specific, like, niche
know.
people in mind.
I know. I'm surprised that that's
Apparently,
who
she was devastated that he was too old.
She was devastated.
Yeah, there was, like, some quote. I didn't write it down, but, like, it was, like she was heartbroken to lose her perfect Edward.
I mean, she knows her characters. I'm not going
Mhm.
to say she doesn't, but what?
Yeah.
How? That is not the perfect Edward. To me,
Yeah, I don't know.
that's so weird.
You know who else was maybe auditioned?
Who?
James Franco. Wait,
Are
I
you
think
kidding
it.
me?
I think I wrote James,
James or
Franco.
Dave?
I think it might have been Dave Franco.
I wouldn't like that.
Wouldn't like either.
Their voices don't work.
No, no, I don't.
No.
No.
Absolutely not. No. I read that, I don't know if anyone cares, someone named Shiloh Fernandez, who was later was in Red Riding Hood, Catherine Hardwicke's other movie. He was one of the, like, top five guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know who I think else might have been a top?
Who?
Jamie Campbell Bower, who was
Jamie Campbell Bower.
he played Caius
Yeah.
later on.
Wasn't he in Harry Potter?
I know he
I should
was
freaking know this.
dating Ginny from Harry Potter. I think
Oh,
they were
yeah.
engaged. I don't know.
I think he was in Harry Potter in a very, very small role in like, the
Yeah.
later ones. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think he played, I'll take this out if I'm wrong, I think he played like Grindelwald or something in a flashback or very small role. But yeah, did him and Ginny break up?
Probably.
Bonnie Wright.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
I'd be surprised.
sad.
We'll look it up.
Bonnie Wright is cute. Like, I don't know if she's a great actress, but someone like that would have been cool to be in Twilight. Is one of the random, like, Breaking Dawns. I don't know. I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
Apparently, the 4 most requested people on the Stephanie Meyer website were Orlando Bloom, so dumb. How old was he at the time?
I know.
So dumb. Gerard Way
No.
from My Chemical Romance.
That's fucked up. Excuse my language, but
Yeah, well, I guess
from
he
My
has,
Chemical Romance?
Yeah.
That's messed up. Sorry.
I guess I could maybe see, like...
He has, like, eyeliner.
Yeah, I guess that could go hand in hand with, like,
This is mean, but I don't think he's good looking at all.
No, I don't think he is either. But maybe, like, the really, like, emo Twilight fans are, like, into it.
The people on the more emo side.
Yeah. Hayden Christensen? I don't know who that is.
I've heard of him.
I think he was from, like, One Tree Hill or something. And Robert Pattinson! Which is funny that he was one of the most requested people because there was also a petition that went out
Backlash.
when he was cast.
People said he was hideous.
I found the
So
quote
mean.
from the petition that's so funny.
Read it.
It's kind of long.
We'll just read it.
It's from gopetition.com. This actor was a poor choice to play Edward Cullen in the Twilight movie franchise. He has little to no formal acting training and has made a laughingstock out of these films due to his incessant drinking, womanizing, and unprofessional conduct in his personal life. He has proven himself unworthy to carry out these films to their fullest potential and should immediately be released from his contract and replaced with a more suitable actor for the 4th film. If our demands are not acknowledged and met, we will boycott the release of this as well as the other remaining films in the series. Regards.
4th film?
As the other remaining 4 films or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't believe there was a petition. Poor Rob.
I bet it was like a 12-year-old when we bullied the Degrassi writers.
Oh, yeah. We made Twitters just to contact the Degrassi writers and let them know when we were upset about plot lines.
As if that was gonna make a difference.
I stand by some of our criticism, but remember he responded to us?
Yeah, Snape from Degrassi. Mr. Simpson.
I read that Rob knew about all this and, like, his mom emailed him all the bad criticism and that he said to Catherine Hardwicke, like, people don't want me to play.
Oh.
And Catherine was like, don't listen to them. And Catherine was like, can you picture this in her, like, voice, her Texas accent? She's like, Rob, there were pictures of him with a beard belly and black hair from a previous movie and people weren't happy with him, but then he got the makeup on and they were happy.
That's what you said?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That is true though, like, once they did the press photos.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first photos they had? There was, like, 4.
Yeah, I remember.
There's one of them, like, with a blue backdrop and stuff. I think that once those pictures came out, people were like,
happy.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's so attractive.
He looks so amazing in those pictures. So good. But yeah, before those pictures came out, I think people couldn't picture it because he had messy hair and, like, a beard and was wearing a t-shirt and, like, what's with the womanizing, like, accusation?
Yeah,
is that
how
true?
do they know?
Rob, of course, was most famous for being Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter.
And the Goblet of Fire.
Which, he was cute in that.
Yeah, I think everyone liked Cedric.
Yeah, who didn't like Cedric?
Didn't he say that he was about to quit acting before he got the role in Twilight?
Yeah.
Because after Harry Potter, I don't think he was getting very many roles at all. He was, like, mostly a model. He kind of did a model and, did indie films. And
yeah. He was in a movie, Vanity Fair.
And he got cut.
He's cut out.
Yeah.
Poor Rob.
And he was also a musician. He was one of the 4 remaining finalists to play the part of Edward. And Kristen Stewart read scenes with him, and she convinced Catherine to cast him. And I have a audio clip of her talking about why on the Today Show.
Kristen?
Back in 2008, during the press.
I know there were 5,000 people who tried out for your part, and Kristen, you're the one who said, it's got to go to this guy. Why?
Because he's not perfect. That whole ideal man thing is not is something that is so undesirable. I mean, the whole point of the character is that he's really small inside, and that it's all of that strongness is on the surface. So he came into the audition looking terrified, and like he shouldn't be there. And it was like, perfect, you're the guy. You look like, you know.
It's a very backhanded compliment.
Yeah, so it is a little bit. Do you understand why?
Oh, I haven't heard Rob's voice in forever. So attractive.
I feel like
I see that because I feel like someone like Henry, is it Cavill? I don't know how to say it. I feel like someone like Henry Cavill is totally that typical macho perfect man. And Edward is supposed to be kind of boyish and loathes himself and is honestly insecure.
Robert Pattinson, I've watched every interview with him.
Yeah.
He's very humble. It's
Yeah,
like nothing
he is.
nothing about him comes across as he knows he's attractive.
Yeah.
Which
I think makes him a good actor too. He wasn't really caught up in that part of the role.
no, like a Chase Crawford.
Yeah.
Just like he's not
Eye candy.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gossip Girl actors, I couldn't find it when I was researching it recently, but I remember back in the day on the internet, Ed Westbrook, who played Chuck Bass, was like, it was in magazines and stuff, like, people were talking about him playing Edward. I don't know if it was ever serious, but even though I liked Chuck Bass, I wouldn't have liked
Thank
that.
God.
Yeah.
Because he has rape allegations against him.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Dude, what would we do if it happened to Rob?
Oh my God, I would kill myself. Just kidding.
Oh, I mean, it's complicated.
It wouldn't. I don't think it
wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't happen.
And innocent till proven guilty.
For Robert Pattinson, no.
Well, for everybody, but
yeah.
Anything else about Edward?
I was just gonna say that I think so much of why both Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson work in Twilight is because their chemistry is unreal.
It's crazy.
You can just feel
Especially
it.
in the first movie.
Especially in the first movie.
So good.
And there's quotes of Robert Pattinson saying that the reason he did Twilight is because he saw Kristen into the wild and he knew he wanted to work with her.
Wow.
And I remember watching interviews with them with MTV, like before the movie even came out, and like you could tell that they had something.
What is chemistry?
I don't know. Because we recently rewatched the movies, and there's this one scene in the beginning of Breaking Dawn before the wedding, and we could not feel their chemistry
Yeah, it was
whatsoever.
Weird. It was very weird.
It felt very awkward.
There's even chemistry, I feel like, can exist between actors that aren't dating in real life or aren't.
But the thing
I
is,
don't know what it is.
I don't think that Kristen Stewart and Taylor Lautner had any chemistry.
No, me neither.
And that's why I think so much of the Jacob stuff like did not work for me because I couldn't even picture the two of them together.
I know. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's an energy.
Yeah, not to bring up Gossip Girl again, but that's something that I think about with chemistry too. I just remember I always thought Chuck and Blair had such chemistry. Like every scene with them just felt very heated. Whereas like Blair and Nate, who's played by Chase Crawford,
nothing. Yeah,
falls flat. I think a lot of it's about how good the actor is.
But I feel
also like two actors that can work really well together. Whatever it is about them.
Yeah.
We know that Rob and Kristen dated too, but so they must have been like attracted to each other.
Yeah.
And that definitely helps. But
did they date?
Yes. We've seen pictures of them, like,
Yeah.
in public, holding hands and stuff.
I feel like that was like the most enticing thing about them is that you never really knew
Yeah.
because they never confirmed it.
They kind of did when she cheated, though.
Mm-hmm. And she did on SNL last year.
Oh, what did she say?
Because remember when she cheated on him,
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump tweeted all these tweets
Oh,
about
yeah.
it. And so she was like, 4 years ago, I was dating this
Yeah.
guy named Robert. She like, admitted it then.
They definitely were, because if they weren't, you think she would save her reputation by saying, I wasn't even dating him.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
instead she issued like an apology to him.
Yeah.
That's a whole other episode. I have so much to say about that.
Yeah, we do.
I think Robert Pattinson got really great reviews for being Edward.
He's really good as Edward.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people say that he didn't really love Twilight. Didn't like it, but...
He's just, I don't know, I don't take that as seriously
No,
as some
me
people
either.
do. I think he's just like a funny,
He's a
devil's
jokester.
advocate type of person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a jokester. And
Oh.
he's like, I'd mindlessly hate it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I know he's saying that, but he's not like telling us like, guys, I hate it. He's just like, I mean, there are laughable parts about Twilight. We'll admit it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, we criticized it a lot. This girl commented on one of our Instagram pictures, like, why is this on my feed? I hate Twilight. And I wanted to respond to her and say, then you can still love our podcast.
You should.
Because we have many...
Can you reply and say
Yeah.
that?
We acknowledge that there are things wrong with it.
Yeah.
But you can love it anyway.
As you said in our first episode.
Mhm.
I think that Rob gave his all to his performance.
I
of
agree.
Edward.
I agree.
So, it doesn't really matter what he said in interviews. I think he tried his damn hardest.
I think he loved the first movie.
Okay, that's so true. I actually don't buy it when people say that. Maybe he hated it later because of the fame and stuff, but he was so into it. I remember reading that he like became antisocial and wrote in diaries and stuff and was like almost method acting to be Edward Cullen. So I don't buy it when people say like, I hated Twilight.
No.
No,
And
he
once
was
it
like
got-
obsessed in
yeah.
the beginning.
Remember he was going to write Bella's Lullaby?
Oh yeah.
I remember there was an interview with Catherine Hardwicke. Maybe you can link it. Being like, I don't know. I said, nah, you should do this, Rob.
Catherine Hardwicke's so funny.
Yeah.
I feel like we should hang out with her.
And she loved Rob and Kristen. I feel like
Yeah.
she really... Oh my god, yeah. After they auditioned, they had to do the sex scene on Catherine Hardwicke's bed with just Catherine Hardwicke
Wait, it wasn't
there.
a sex scene.
I'm sorry. The kissing scene. I wish.
I know. What if Bella and Edward did have sex in the first one? Some people do in high school.
No, but I think that makes, like, it would have been too much too soon.
Yeah.
But, so they did the kissing scene on Catherine Hardwicke's bed, and afterwards Catherine said to Rob, who was 21 at the time, oh, like, Kristen's 17, like, you better not go for it or something.
Oh my gosh.
And he was like, chill.
Yeah. Catherine's always like, I don't know, she definitely used to ship Rob and Kristen.
Oh,
she's like, I'm the one that brought them together.
Yeah.
Such chemistry,
Yeah.
these two.
She loved them together.
Yeah. Girl, us too.
Yep.
It's sad how things turned out.
If we ever got the chance, I think they will still end up together.
You can only hope. That'd be miraculous. That'd be crazy.
You never know.
I always wonder if this is me just getting really embarrassing and fangirling, but like, I always imagine, do they ever text each other like, hey,
Oh, I
like,
bet.
how you doing? Like,
People aren't
oh,
perfect.
it's been a while.
Yeah, I bet.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
they recently ran into each other at a mutual friend's
Oh, I
birthday
know.
party, and there's a picture of them talking.
I saw that. I
Yeah.
got really excited.
Yeah.
Then it turned out to be nothing.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what goes on, but
That's true. We don't know anything.
You don't think they ever drunk text each other?
I don't know.
We'll do a whole Robson episode, don't worry. I forgot that. I think Ashley Greene auditioned for Bella.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's true. I can't really... She looks the look. Like, when she has brown hair, I think she looks like she could be Bella, but... I don't know.
Is she a good actor?
I don't want to burn any bridges, but I'm not sure if she's the...
The thing is, we don't
strongest
see
actor.
the Cullens enough
Yeah.
to make that. And I just haven't seen anything else that she's been in.
Where did that come from? Oh.
I think she plays Alice okay.
Yeah, she does a good job with Alice. Yeah, he's a good buddy.
So, yeah,
That's what Alice says about Mike Newton.
yeah, he's a good buddy. What about any of these other yahoos in town? Looks like the Newton boys got eyes for you. Yeah, he's a good buddy.
It's raining. Twilight.
So, last and not least,
Jacob. What's Jacob's middle name? Are we ever told?
William.
Really?
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Let me look it up. Jacob.
Dear Jacob. Did Stephanie have a dream cast for Jacob?
I did not see.
Well, he wasn't even a big character in
I
Twilight.
couldn't even find any other actors who auditioned for the part.
Me neither.
I don't think Catherine Hardwicke really cared who played Jacob, and I don't think that she saw it with sequels in mind, because
No.
Jacob was such a minor character in that first movie.
I don't want to upset anyone who loves Jacob, but recently I was getting so into it. I have the Twilight Illustrated Guide, and one night I was reading it and I just couldn't stop for some reason. Actually, I'm gonna go get it in a second.
He doesn't have a middle name.
No way.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No middle name.
So I was reading the Illustrated Guide.
You have a Jacob pin right there.
I know.
She has a Jacob pin hanging on her
I have
wall.
a Jacob pin. Monica Espinosa gave that to me. My friend.
It's just of his face.
I know. I lost the Edward one, okay? That's why I took them off my
That's funny.
backpack. Yeah, so I collect pins. You guys can send me some. I collect button pins, and I used to keep them all in my backpack, but even when I hot glued them or sewed them or something, they would always fall off. Like, they'd get stuck on things, and like,
yeah.
it's really sad because I had an Edward one, I had a Bella and Edward one, and I had a ton. I have a lot of pins, not just Twilight ones. Like, I have all different kinds. Don't think I'm that crazy, but yeah, so I was reading the Illustrated Guide, and it's weird because do you remember that Stephanie Meyer originally wrote a sequel to Twilight called Forever Dawn?
Yes.
It's okay if you don't remember, but instead of Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, it was going to be just Twilight and then Forever Dawn, and it like went right basically to Breaking Dawn, but she said that she was an adult, which is interesting, and that like it basically played out differently, and there was no Bella Jacob love story. And she says in this that she didn't want Edward to tell Bella he was a vampire, and she was like, oh, how could she find out on her own? Like, I need a way for her to find out on her own. And that's how Jacob was invented as a character.
Yeah.
And she says in this interview with Shannon Hale, who's a writer, she said, and so Jacob was born as a device, really, to tell Bella what she needed to know. So he really was originally, even in the books, just a plot device.
What's weird about that, though, is I feel like if he's used as a device, he's still brought back too many times in that first one that it's like, why are you still showing us this guy?
She...
It's like, why is this, like,
Because
dad's friend's kid the device to find out? It just seems like really...
Because she looked up forks and found out about Quileute tribe and found out about... Apparently it's an actual thing, the wolf legend.
Of the vampires?
Not with vampires, but apparently the Quileute tribe actually has, like, a legend about descended from wolves. Like, that's a coincidence that she found that out. And then was like, so the wolf thing was real from the beginning, even when she had... I think that's why. I think she made... It was going to be... She always saw that Jacob was going to imprint on Renesmee, which is weird.
I don't like it.
And she always saw that Jacob was a werewolf. But from the beginning, she didn't have the new moon eclipse thing.
Love triangle thing?
Yeah. And I guess what happened is her contract or whatever, she got more books than originally planned. So stretched it out more. But anyway.
Stephenie Meyer was definitely a writer who made things up as she went along.
Well, she says that she did have the end always planned, but I think that the middle is what she made up.
So just a happy ending she had planned?
She always planned to have Bella and Edward end up together, always planned for Bella to be a vampire, and always planned for Jacob and Renesmee. I think that everything else, I'm not really sure, but
See, on the one hand, I'm criticizing her for making things up as she went along, but at the same time, I think, like, as a writer, you can't be too married to your ideas of what you want to happen.
Then it's not even exciting.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
She just knew it was going to be a happy ending.
She says also in this interview that... I'm not going to find it, but that she likes A Midsummer's Night Dream and kind of modeled it after that, where they have a happy ending, and I don't know, she wanted it to have a happy ending, and so...
Yeah, I mean, it's her book.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're happy that it had... I think we wanted Bella and Edward to end up together.
Yeah.
I don't think we wanted Edward to die or something.
I wanted a bittersweet ending.
Yeah. But more on the sweet side. Like, we didn't want something bad to happen to Bella or Edward. Whereas if this was like Game of Thrones or something, Edward would probably die. Yeah. That's not great.
No. I just saw a movie the other night that had a horrible ending.
What movie?
I don't know the name. It had Jeff Bridges. And basically, like, this guy was, like, the hero trying to save everyone from this terrorist attack. And in his attempt in doing so, he got bombed. But because he was, like, screaming, "There's a bomb! There's a bomb!" everyone then blamed him for being the terrorist, like, later on. Like, in the news, they were like, "This man was the sole perpetrator." Ugh. He was actually the hero.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, one thing about Taylor Lautner playing Jacob is that he was almost replaced in New Moon, which is honestly brutal. Like, really harsh. People were like, he's not buff enough. They were going to replace him.
Well, he was only 15 in the first movie.
And the poor kid gained 30 pounds of muscle. He worked his ass off to keep that role.
He really fought for it. They were very close because...
I visualize it like a gun to the head. Like, we're going to replace you if we don't become a buff dude. Like,
he had to work out, I think, like, every single day.
Yeah. And people wanted him to be replaced, actually.
Yeah.
Like, some fans didn't.
I'm glad that they didn't.
I hate when people get replaced.
Yeah.
Like, that bothers me.
So obviously they also wanted someone with, like, more star power, and they were going to replace him with...
Oh, I didn't know there was an actual guy.
Yeah, they had, like, a guy, like, pretty much lined up. His name was Michael Copon. He was from One Tree Hill.
Is he Native American?
I don't know. Which Taylor Lautner isn't really.
What is his ethnic?
He is Austrian, Dutch, English, French, German, Irish, and Swiss. So pretty white,
How can it be all those things?
but he has distant Native American ancestry from the Ottawa and Potawatomi tribes.
How can it be distant? I mean, he's so tan. I'm sorry. I don't know if that makes me sound ignorant, but I don't get how he can be like Irish, German.
I don't get
and
that.
Then
Just distantly.
he doesn't look that at all.
Yeah. Maybe.
He's not Portuguese? Italian, at least?
Maybe his dad is not who he thinks.
This doesn't add up.
Yeah, I don't know. But so yeah, they were gonna replace him, and then he like gained a ton of weight. He actually, fun fact, was in 2010, he was the highest paid teenage actor in Hollywood. Do you think he's a good actor?
I don't mind him for Jacob. I like Taylor Lautner a lot as a person. I respect him. Mm-hmm. But his voice annoys me, and it makes it easier for me to not like Jacob. And I also think in Breaking Dawn, I'm sorry, he doesn't do a very good job acting. The part where he thinks Bella died
when
and
he's supposed to cry
is awful.
Yeah, he does. There's no tears.
He's like smiling. I think that's like a common. I'm not an actor, okay? Like I can't really act like I know how to do these things, but I feel like sometimes when people have to cry, they just like smile and frown and
yeah. Yeah.
It's not good. I don't know. And his anger is sometimes a little bit comical to me.
Yeah.
Just didn't seem authentic. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult because we don't see another actor in that role, so I don't know. I can't really imagine how. I'm not an actor. I don't know how differently it could have been. Mm-hmm. I sort of attribute everything that he brings to the character with what the character is supposed to be, mostly because I haven't read it in a while.
Yeah.
But
he's great in the first one.
Yeah, I think he does the job in the first one pretty well.
Yeah.
I think he's good in New Moon as well. Mm-hmm. I think
it's a personal thing. His voice just annoys me.
Yeah, I want him on the show.
I know. I don't want to burn bridges.
I think Taylor Lautner seems like the nicest guy.
Yeah, he seems so nice.
I think since Twilight.
Mel's getting paranoid that I'm saying his voice annoys me because she wants him as a guest on the show. Oh, no, she's like not looking at me.
No, that's not true. I can see where you're coming from. But I think people would also say the same thing about Kristen Stewart.
Yeah. You're right.
No, what are you talking about?
It's just an old scary story, Bella.
Oh yeah, that part's funny. I think that's a great voice for the first one. Story. Yeah, you got that den out.
It's great for the plucky, younger, childhood friend guy. Mm-hmm. I just can't take it seriously as the man she's supposed to spend the rest of her life with, maybe. I don't know.
But you know what? She's not supposed to spend the rest of her life with him.
I know, but the fact that I'm supposed to at least partially consider it, I just can't take it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just wish he smoked weed.
You know, when he auditioned for... Do you think Taylor Lautner does? I feel like he's dabbled at a party, but he doesn't.
Who hasn't?
Yeah. I feel like he's... He's honestly an enigma, Taylor Lautner. I don't know what he's...
I read that he's dating a girl named Taylor.
That's weird because he already dated Taylor Swift.
I know.
That's so weird.
What the heck? How can you twice date someone with the same name as you?
No, that's a one-time thing.
It's definitely a one-time thing.
That's weird.
I wish him all the best.
Yeah. I think he hasn't been landing too many jobs.
Maybe it's his choice.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, I'm going to retire early.
I do think about actors when you make that much money.
I know. I would
It's
just stop.
Do you need to keep going? Like,
I know.
and it's weird. It's
I guess
almost,
if it's your passion, but like,
yeah, it's
I don't
weird
know.
that it's like seen as a failure when
I know
they
people are
stop
like,
getting cast.
oh, they haven't done anything in years.
They have enough money not to.
I know. I would just, I don't know, like, make sculptures and like, I don't know. Once you have that much money, you can do whatever you want.
Well, especially because he got cast in this first one. Before, we should say, before this, he was most known for being
Shark Boy.
Shark Boy and Alison Stoner's love interest in Cheaper by the Dozen too.
Yes.
Which he did the job.
Yeah.
For.
He did the job.
He did the job. What was I saying? Oh yeah, he's been in this business from a young age.
Yeah, so why should he keep going?
How does he know
What a drag.
Yeah, how does he know this is what he wants to do?
I know. But you know what? Like, people are people, they're not their careers, and that applies to actors too. I don't know why we think, I don't know, once you're an actor, it's like you're a mermaid or something, and like that's what you are for the rest of your life. Like, no.
I agree.
Like, it's just a job.
Yeah.
So, no hating on actors who haven't acted in a few years, because if you had that much money, why would you? Because you have to, like, leave your friends and family to live in, like, a hotel. Like, yeah, hotels are cool, but I'm sure you get a little bit lonely and, like, homesick, and I think you have to wake up at, like, 5 a.m. and...
I read online that the reason why he hasn't acted anything was because after Twilight, he requested, like, really high wages.
Oh.
And it was, like, too high compared to what they felt his skills warranted. Abduction didn't do so well.
Oh, yeah.
But who knows if that's true. We love Taylor Lautner, and we want him on the show.
He seems really nice.
Nice. Seems we saw that he like shared like a lot of fan art on his
Just
Instagram.
so funny.
Yeah, he's good. Good.
He's a good buddy.
Good buddy. I'm like tipsy from
Me
these
too.
ciders.
Just two.
Yeah. Not a big drinker anymore. We're getting old.
Down East Pumpkin Blend, sponsored by Getting Drunk.
This is our first episode that we drank for.
Yeah.
I hope it's not too obvious.
I listen to other podcasts where they drink.
They drink, yeah.
So I thought, why not try it?
Yeah. We're just experimenting. Okay, so of the three actors, can you give me a favorite performance that they each give in the whole series?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think actually I immediately thought of what I thought was a really good performance by Edward, by Robert Pattinson. When he thinks Bella's dead, I thought he did a really good job in that scene. And he's like, no, you're not dead. You're
and
not
breaking
dead.
down part
and he's like,
1.
Yeah, and he's like
so
fighting
good.
her. He seems like frantic, really upset, and I thought he did an amazing job in that scene.
I maybe have to agree. I agree.
Is that when he goes like, come on?
Yeah.
Is that when he does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When else would that be?
I don't know.
I
I think in general he does a lot of good in Breaking Down Part 1, which is weird because that's not
the best.
my favorite.
Yeah.
But also when
agree.
he yells at her, like, because you left me alone in this, like, you know, I didn't
Yeah.
have another choice. Like, he gets mad. And basically whenever he gets mad, I love it.
Me too.
Okay, Kristen Stewart, I think... Oh, I feel like maybe when she gets bit in Twilight.
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
think that was really good. The whole ballet studio part. I think she was awesome in that. I am like too self-conscious to act, and I feel like I would be too embarrassed to do that whole thing. And then Taylor Lautner.
I would have to say maybe New Moon, when he is like acting incredibly jealous when they get back and he knows that there's a vampire and Edward calls, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's believable in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen Stewart one I like.
Mm-hmm.
I think when Edward breaks up with her.
Oh yeah, that's great. She's very good in that part. Also, when she's in Italy and they're like about to rip off Edward's head, and she's like, no, no, no.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Like, I don't know. She's good in that part.
That's good.
I'm trying to think of other Taylor Lautner parts.
Because in the action scenes, he's always a wolf, so
Yeah.
he's not really there.
Mm-hmm. And then a lot of the scenes are just very lighthearted in New Moon and stuff when they're repairing the motorcycles and I don't know, when they go to the movie theater. It's not like
Yeah.
you get to do anything out of this world. And then I also think the part where he gets really mad at Mike.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
Doesn't seem that realistic.
I think
this is Bella.
when he hangs up the phone. I think I like that part.
Yeah. I think it's sometimes not his fault. Like, the way Jacob's written is just so extreme. Like, he goes from normal to furious in, like, 1 second.
And it comes off kind of
melodramatic.
funny. Yeah. Feeling sick?
Maybe you should go to the hospital. Want me to
Put
put you in the hospital?
Whoa, Jake. Calm down.
I know. I actually think that...
That guy is weird.
Yeah. No, dude is weird. I actually think Michael Welch was really good in that scene.
I think Michael Welch was really good in the whole movie.
Yeah.
I think he was perfect comic relief.
Yeah. He's good.
Good actor. He's a dad now.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I didn't know that.
I think he's
No.
a dad. Nikki Reed's a dad. Mom.
I didn't know Nikki Reed was a mom.
Yeah, with the guy from Vampire Diaries.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson Rathbone is a dad.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Sorry, I just like screamed.
Peter Fasinelli was always a dad.
Oh, yeah. Who else?
I don't know about Kellen Lutz, what his deal is. I think that Taylor Lautner's entire performance in Twilight was good. It did the job.
It did the job. Yep. Yeah. And like in New Moon, I feel like it just gets rocky later. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. What about when he has to, he falls to his knees when he sees Renesmee?
Oh. I mean, it's not his fault.
I think he maybe played that as well as he could have.
Yeah.
When he auditioned for the role in Twilight, him and Kristen read scenes from New Moon and Eclipse.
It's interesting.
Like they had,
Like the book.
yeah.
Well, I think that covers it for the main trio. But we'll be back to talk about all the other characters and casting.
And in the meantime, hit us up on Instagram. You can find our email there. It's anotherbiteoftwilight@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And let us know if there's anything that you want us to talk about.
Yeah. And tell us who your dream cast was, if you still resent who was casted for Bella, Edward, or Jacob.
If you are still boycotting Twilight to this day,
let us know and what we can do for you. And we'll see you in another week. Stay cool and attractive.
love the socks.
Love the Sox.
Love the socks.
Red Sox.
Red Sox forever.
World Series. Do you think Kristen watched it? Rob? Anybody?
I bet they're Dodgers fans.
Yeah, you're right.
Where's Taylor Lautner from? Oh, you know what? I know.
Where?
I'm pretty sure it's Michigan.
Mm.
Yep, Michigan. He resides in Valencia, California.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. I don't know anything about California.
California fans, let us know.
California, here we come.
California, California, here we come. Fuck LA.
Fuck LA.
Love the Sox.
Love the Sox.
Goodbye.
You can contact us at anotherbiteoftwilight@gmail.com or find us on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram at anotherbiteoftwilight. The music is by Traces. See you next time!